Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me at the market site in Times Square in New York City, we have Amish Shah. He's the president of ALTR Created Diamonds, and we're going to talk about sustainability and technology, how they are disrupting the diamond industry. And I think this is my favorite segment that I do all year long. I mean, take a look at this bling on my finger right here. Great to have you with us as always.
Thank you.
You know what? You cannot get around the consumer conversation unless you're talking about ESG sustainability, and now diamonds are disrupting the traditional diamond industry.
Absolutely. Today, the evolution and innovation is consistently pursuing every industry to bring change and see how the consumer views it. Today's consumer is conscious and sensitive about the products they buy, what the experience is, and hence every industry needs to evolve. When we think about the diamond industry, we're sitting at the brink of an opportunity. The last 100 years, how diamonds have come to market and gone to the consumer is changing. Technology has made it possible to today create beautiful, better Type 2A diamonds above the ground, and in every process that it gets to the consumer, have the least amount of carbon footprint. In simplest example, as a brand, when we came to market, at ALTR we made a very conscious effort that every drop of gold that is going to be used to make these fine jewels will come from an US certified recycled source.
That's amazing.
So it's very important.
Yeah, well, and it's interesting that consumers are actually driving the choices that companies are making. You have to basically strategize your shift when it comes to marketing, when it comes to operations, to remain sustainable. That is what the younger consumer, whether it's Gen X, whether it's millennials, they have money in their pockets and they're demanding it.
It's the consumer today who's saying and making that choice, and what stands you apart. You know, how things were happened 50 years ago or 100 years ago is not going to work in the future. It's not about how it was done 100 years ago. And you look at, if we think sometimes, the car industry, it's evolved generation after, it's the generation of how cars, went from horse carriages to gas cars, to hybrids, to electric. And as each segment is changing, or the evolutions happened, the consumers got more and more conscious, and that's how companies connect with them. That's how industries connect with them. And the diamond industry has this as an opportunity, and they need to listen to the consumer. And that's the most important part.
All right, well, that's a good thing, because this is some incredible product that we have here. And before we get into holiday 2019 trends, let's learn more about the technology behind the lab-created diamonds.
So the beauty of the created diamonds is the entire process is in high-tech labs. We take a sliver of a diamond. It could be an earth mine diamond. Today, with technology and the amount of production we've done, we have beautiful Type 2A diamond seeds that are grown in our own labs. They go into a proprietary chamber. In about 600 hours of synthesizing carbon, a beautiful crystal, a Type 2A, which is actually the purest diamond found on Earth, it's born. Again, taking a step further, as a company that believes in lower carbon footprint, we use automatic robotic polishing, and then further convert it to fine jewels.
Because at the end of the day, are they technically diamonds? Because they're both made out of carbon, right? Aren't diamonds carbon, and then the created diamonds are carbon?
Created diamonds are everything a diamond can be, only better. One of the important parts to know is that less than 2% of the world's diamonds are Type 2A diamonds, which are the purest form of crystal. Every ALTR created diamond is a Type 2A diamond.
All right, let's talk about some of the product here. Amazing. I don't want this interview to end, because it means I have to give all this fun stuff back. But let's talk about some of the trends that you're seeing.
Engagement is the biggest driver. Of course, it's holiday season, so you're talking about gifting of beautiful earrings, dangles, for the couples that have been in love, and it's the moment to express with the families, without the families, on vacations. Engagement is the biggest, it's the biggest conversation during this season, from a perspective of shapes, curves, ovals, drop shapes, and the beautiful jewelry you're wearing, the pear-shaped ring that's on your finger, which is one of the very strong populars, and for the families, the diamond necklaces and bracelets.
I see a lot of stacking too on the bracelets, and even some of the rings here too.
Absolutely. Colors and stacking is very big.
All right, well, thank you so much. Happy holidays. I wish you didn't have to leave so I could wear all this pretty jewelry, but
happy holidays to
you
you
so
too.
much.
Thank
you for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.